Oh.
What the? Huh.
Okay.
All right.
Must have just been preview.
We're a little late. We're having technical difficulties, which we actually haven't had in a while. We've been doing pretty good for the most part.
Okay.
James Dean's got his drink. Come on, you live pop up.
Yeah.
Come on. We're popping up. We're live.
We are live, right?
All right, there we go. There she is. Yes.
Okay.
We shared 20 different things. About 40 different things. That's what Bilbo Baggins. Got that in my head. What does it say? That's what Bilbo Baggins something.
Hates. Okay.
All right. Sharing away. Whoops. Didn't mean to share that one. Male Latina singles I just shared too.
Rock on.
Because why not?
Why not? Okay. We're back after missing a week.
We're back after missing a whole week.
Whole week.
A week away. Freaking old Austin wasn't up for, well, much of anything.
Live and let live. Who's that? Live and let live. Is that somebody new? Hey, what's up? Live and let live.
What's his name from the park? The kid who works at McDonald's. What's his name?
I don't know.
You know the kid.
Which kid?
You guys are like Talk Nerd.
Oh, that guy. Yeah. Hey, what's up?
I can't remember your name, man. I apologize. Yes, he just added me as a friend, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, I accepted because I accept pretty much anyone.
Including now that you asked me his
Russian
name.
Men.
Now that you asked me his name, I can't think of it.
Oh, I know.
That's Bonaline, Live and Let Live.
What?
Yeah, she just commented.
So live and let die.
Yeah.
All right. We're live. 60 shares. 6
60.
viewers so far. 5 viewers up there. Coming out of the gun strong. No, I was not here yesterday. Oh, that's Bonaline. Never mind.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Nothing. What's his name? He has like the same profile picture. What's his?
I guess David.
David. That's him. Yes. Oh, yes. Whoops.
And you're wearing your Top Gun shirt.
I am. I don't know why I decided to wear it. Well, actually, because I only have like 6 shirts that fit. So, resorting to Top Gun shirts.
He's gaining weight.
He's gaining weight. I'm going to get as big as Big D here.
Yeah, right.
Big D.
Probably not.
Probably not. If I was, I'd
220, you'd be like.
If it was all muscle, it'd be freaking nuts.
I know.
If it was fat, not so impressive.
I know. You'd look like me.
Yes, we were away last week. I had, I don't know, kind of panicked.
I had something yesterday. I still have it. I got my nose.
What, did you panic?
No, I didn't panic.
Oh, man. Damn it. I want you to panic. So you know what it feels like.
Never happened.
It probably never will happen.
I think the closest I came to panicking is when I almost fell in that manhole.
Oh, when your feet
dangling.
Oh, yeah?
That was probably the closest. I was like, get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here. And then I was like, oh, well.
Really? You started talking like that? Like you were like, go, gotta go.
Yeah. I wanted out bad.
At work, whenever I see James, like a little, I can't remember, he was driving and like, he was like, whoa, like he said it loud. And like, I'm automatically like, there's got to be something seriously wrong because, or if you raise your voice, like you yell, like something's wrong. Usually, because James doesn't he doesn't freak out.
Like when you were in tobacco.
Which time?
I think Bob was telling you one way and I was telling you a different way.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because Bob was doing this and you were doing this or something, and I almost pinched your finger or something or. Something.
No, you were smashing on the salt.
Oh yeah, that's what you were like. Hey, up, or something.
I was like, oh, but I screamed it, and you were like, okay, sorry.
Panic, go down.
Yeah,
I know, because James Dean doesn't freak out very often, so when he does, it's usually a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Something's seriously wrong. But me, freaking God, I'm the older I get, or I'm getting like worse, kind of with like panicking.
You better get that under control.
I know. I went to had my blood test. That came back normal. My cholesterol actually went down like crazy.
Oh, yeah?
From like working out and stuff.
Oh.
So, yes. And because I got my cholesterol fixed last time, that's when we were going to McDonald's every day. Now we don't go to McDonald's every day. We go to Sheetz. Catch us there every day at about 12 o'clock.
Pretty much.
And then I got my MRI, and that all came back normal. There was a big thing that said no tumors. I was like,
well, that's good.
That's good.
So it's all in your head.
Well, they're doing on Friday at 7:30, which it wasn't that early. They're doing the EGG when they hook up the wires to your head.
Oh, so you're gonna be late.
Yeah, well, they might do it because I'm not sure which one they're doing. There's a 30-minute one, and then there's a 24-hour one. So I'd wear a thing around my head all day at work. It'd be funny if I was in stressful situations that they do. The thing would be like, this dude's pretty fucked up.
If you show up to work in that, it's going to be a stressful day.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I'm
going to be like, let's dig a hole under the house.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're like, you can choose to go to work with it or without it. I was like, I think going to work is my natural environment. So
we'll have the water shut off, and then when you get under there, I'll make sure Chris turns it on.
Do everything that makes you freak out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have that, and then after that, I think that's the last. And I went to an optometrist, and that guy.
Well, that was just to see if you got metal in your eyes, right?
No, that was I did the X-ray for metal in my eyes when I did the MRI.
Oh, okay.
So didn't rip your eye out. But no, I went to the optometrist, and it really is. Wait, who's your optometrist? Do you know him or her?
Her. I don't know. You ask me. You gotta I don't know. Write the questions down because when you ask me, I forget the name.
Well, because you have glasses, so I figured maybe you might.
I've been going to the same one for a long time.
Is she boring?
I don't know. I think they're probably all boring. They're there to look at your eyes.
I've always heard optometrists are so boring, and this dude couldn't be more boring. Just so deadpan. And right, they're just looking in your eyes the whole time. 1
or 2.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I'm like, I don't know. Go back.
Right. They kind of look the same.
They got the thing covering your eye.
Right. Did they ever give you the drops that dilate your pupils?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
It freaked me out. When I was driving to work, I couldn't see. You could see from a distance, but up close, you can't see a goddamn thing. And yeah, it was freaking.
Oh, you had that thing on your head and you yanked them all off.
Oh, that was when I had mycoplasma encephalitis, the Cleveland Clinic. That's when I was kind of retarded. I actually kind of was retarded from it. I had this thing. My brain swelled up. I was in the Cleveland Clinic twice. Can't remember or for how long. But I remember they were taking blood from me, and I was just sitting there deadpan, and I just bit the IV, and I started spraying the blood everywhere from the tube.
All right, you're weird.
Well, I had that illness, and then I was afraid to take showers and stuff. My mind literally went back to being 4 or 5 years old. It was the weirdest things. My parents thought I was there it was going to be for eternity.
I replied online.
Oh wow! Look at you.
I know. Whoa.
James Dean just texting the whole time. But yeah, it was super weird. And I remember when it happened.
Hey, hi. First time here. Just stumbled across this. Well,
okay. Well, let's entertain them. Keep freaking typing away.
I know. Hey, thanks, Holly. I don't know.
So then I was retarded for a while.
You say her. You say her last name.
I'll say her name. Of course, that's Holly from Kentucky. Holly from Kentucky. We are glad to have you.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a freaking mess. I remember from Kentucky. And then when they were driving me to the Cleveland Clinic.
It's not even a place.
Kentucky? Yeah, it is. Kentucky's in New York.
Oh, it is?
It's a town in
It's not Nantucket.
Maybe it's Nantucket. I think you're right. Kentucky's probably not a place, but sounds kind of like a place. I don't know. From neck. From neck.
From neck.
From neck.
Ah, we got it.
Got it.
Hi, Holly. You ride horses? We're talking.
Yes, she rides horses.
We're talking to this girl.
Yeah, we're just chit chatting. We're gonna ignore everyone else.
Yeah. We don't have new people that make comments.
Right, we get all excited.
I know.
Or James gets excited.
I know, it's fun.
James likes it. But yeah, I was retarded for a while. It was a real weird thing.
Nothing changed.
Nothing changed much. Yeah, it was the oddest thing. Because when they took me, my daughter does. Daughter what?
I don't know. We probably said something and
my daughter does. You have a daughter.
I do have a daughter. She doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Maybe she was offended by him saying stuff.
What do we say?
Retarded.
Oh, my daughter rides horses.
Oh, God. We're retarded.
We're retarded. We're a little slow around here.
Ay vey. But yeah, it was. And then when they were taking me to the Cleveland Clinic, when I got there, they brought me in, and all of a sudden I snapped out of it. I was like, "What are we doing here?" I was like, "Can I get $1 to get a soda?" My parents were looking at each other like, "What the heck? Like, what happened? Like, he's back to normal." And they're like, "Okay, I guess we'll go home." And we got back in the car and we drove for like 20 minutes. I went right back to it because I was like, making all these weird noises. It took me back in, and yeah, I was there for like 2 or 3 weeks. Very odd.
Very odd.
But yes. So yeah, I have a history of weird brain things. So hope it's just panic attacks when I find out on Friday. So
I think it's panic attacks.
I think it is too. I've been testing it like all weekend.
I'm telling you, I could cure you, but you know
what? With RC cars?
That's right. You don't want to try it.
James thinks that RC cars is the cure for pretty much everything.
Well, it's not just RC cars. It's doing those things.
Like what?
Throwing yourself into the fire.
I do that all the time.
No, you don't.
I do stuff that I like doing different things.
You're like, whoa, collecting rocks.
It's not just collecting rocks. It's soda light.
You're like, whoa, found one. Oh, we dive on it, fight people off.
Get the hell off of me, you fucking hope. Yeah, you want to meet some weird people? Go to the beach at 2 a.m. It's the most outcast people you'll ever freaking meet. Like going to the library. The library has some odd people. Every week I go there is more weird. There's this.
The last time I was in a library was when I got sent to the library in school for being bad.
You've never been to the Blasco Library in your area? It's a nice library.
And I played my guitar.
Oh my God. Were you that type of guy who brought a guitar to school?
Well, I had guitar class.
Were you the type who was doing a guitar and you're like, oh wait, no, hold on. Oh wait, I messed up.
No. I would just play it.
And growing up in high school, the people who brought guitars to school were the biggest freaking jerk-offs because they couldn't play guitar. And
I was learning.
Yeah, I know, but were you like, everyone look at me?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, if you weren't that person.
I had the lunch ladies dancing once.
The lunch ladies danced? What song were you playing?
Johnny Be Good.
Oh, yeah?
They came out and started doing the twist.
Really?
And then I put my guitar away.
You put it away?
Yeah. I was embarrassed. I was like, oh my gosh, they dance.
So yes, by the way, happy Memorial Day weekend to everybody. Look out, there's so many freaking cops out this weekend. It's crazy.
I know, because everybody's driving around drunk.
Freaking drunks.
Because of Memorial Day.
I ever told
we just learned what Memorial Day was. No, we didn't.
Yeah, no, we did.
You did. I do.
We learned the difference between Veterans Day and Memorial Day. I had to explain it to James. I was like, James, Memorial Day is the soldiers who died. Veterans Day is the ones who are alive.
The ones who are still
celebrate
alive.
them.
The ones that are veterans.
James was like, no, it can't be it. Memorial Day is the memorial of Christ. I was like, no, James, it's for the veterans.
It's the day we just have, grill out and get drunk.
Right. That's also what it is. You guys do anything for Memorial Day?
Thank you for my service. No, I think you got it wrong, Luke.
Thank you for my service. Yeah, not quite.
Yeah, not quite.
Right. Yes. So yeah, Memorial Day weekends tomorrow. You guys grilling out? You guys doing anything fun, exciting?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
On your cool wood pellet grill?
Yep, that's right.
Cool wood pellets.
That's it. Pellet grill.
You got to get a wood pellet grill.
I know you don't. You
got to get a gun.
The only thing you listen to me about is
the only thing you listen to me
like work stuff.
James says it like you don't obey me at all.
I don't. Well, no, he left. Obey me.
The only thing you listen to, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's right.
Freaking what, kids. Work stuff?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because guess when we see each other the most? At work.
I know. Try it after work.
I've started carrying a knife. I started wearing boots.
That's right.
I wore jeans longer than I should.
Wait, half of it's my old stuff.
Actually, most of it. That's the way to my heart, is to give me what you want me to do.
I throw my stuff out. I'm like, hey, Austin will take it.
I know. James was like, I can't believe these shoes are completely shot. I was like, these are like brand new boots.
Glued them 900 times already.
The freaking flap, freaking glued them with shoe glue. Shout out to Shoe Glue. It's pretty damn good.
Yeah. Sponsor us.
Sponsored by Shoe Glue.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no.
No, you have good suggestions. I've listened to a good amount of them.
Except RC cars.
Except RC cars, because
you're scared.
It's not as much I'm scared. It's thinking that I'm gonna do it once or twice and then it's just gonna sit there and take up space. And I hate freaking having stuff like lay around. Like,
it's a model. You can look at it.
I'm not gonna display it like you do.
Why not?
It just
you know what? Don't you have anything that just sits there?
Yeah, rocks. And a couple cool pieces of glass. Oh, uranium glass. I have some of those. Yeah, see stuff that's kind of cool and What else is it? Oh yeah, it's worth money.
New gun carrier.
Oh yeah, true. Freaking carrying a gun. That's a huge thing. It's a big responsibility that
You don't even carry it in your car.
No, I carried it all weekend.
Did you really?
Oh yeah.
Like in the waistband and everything?
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
I'd have. I'm trying to get used to it. I took it to the library today. I don't know if you're allowed to have it there or not. Just waiting for someone to say something. A lady freaking.
Why? So you can be like, shut up.
Hey, you take it easy. I was thinking, whenever I carry my gun, like I've done it for forever, I always have these weird thoughts. And then I was in a mall walking with it. And what if you see someone with a gun and they're shooting at someone and you run up to them? Are you allowed to shoot them?
I don't know. You're not. I don't know if it's that. I don't know if. Yeah, I don't know if you're like, okay, this is my time. I'm allowed to do this.
Right.
I don't know if it works like that. Again, it's.
Do you not? So you don't know legally what the answer is?
No, I mean, if they're shooting and killing people, I would probably say yeah.
Like if your life's like technically not in danger, like you're a distance away and you could have.
I mean, that one guy shot that one guy in the mall. Not our mall, but.
Right. Okay, so you don't have an answer to it then. You're not sure exactly what it is.
No, again, it's one of those things when you're in that situation, you're going to have to make a decision. And then you're going to have to accept your consequences of that decision.
You know what the next question is, don't you? What would you do?
I don't know what I would do.
If I have to be in a situation.
Yeah, because whatever I say now might be a lie because I might do something completely different.
I know.
I feel like if I have an out, I'm probably going to be out.
Right. I think that's where I'm leaning toward legally, which you're probably supposed to do.
But if I'm trapped. I'm not necessarily trapped, if there's not really a plausible or a good option to run, like if he's shooting people and I run and I get shot, what good did I do?
Right. But if you're like, clearly you could easily get away. He's distracted with a bunch of people.
I might.
I was wondering that.
I don't know.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't. That's the thing that makes me nervous about guns is that like I feel like a lot of the laws are kind of like could go either way.
Well, there's a lot of them that probably could.
Like if someone breaks into your house, you're 100% allowed to, or no.
I guess the castle law it really does protect you, but I don't know. They're having a conversation, Bonaline and Holly.
Oh,
I know your mom's not. What the heck?
Yeah, she chimes in on it.
I know there was like a gym shooting in Vegas. Luke said, and
gym shooting.
Bonaline said, "Did you see the fight in the Mill Creek Cinema last night?" No, didn't. Glad I didn't.
Yeah, there was one.
Two people are fighting. I'm just walking away. I don't even give a crap.
There was one. It was
all right. She carries.
Nice. There was
Holly.
There was like 8 black people there at McDonald's on State Street. Doesn't matter that they were black.
You got to say that every time.
Doesn't matter whatsoever.
You got to say that.
But freaking like the cops are throwing them all down, and the one girl was 16, and the dad was like, "That's my daughter. That's my daughter."
Did he get thrown down too?
Yeah, they had him on the ground, and then the girl, this cop, it was freaking pathetic how he could not handle this freaking 16-year-old girl.
Dude, you would be surprised at the strength of one person with adrenaline.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. But don't you have adrenaline?
I think the cops are there because they don't panic.
Actually, you're right. Because he wasn't.
If he had adrenaline and panicked, nah.
He wasn't handling her very well, and she was on her back, and then she freaking kicked him in the face, and right after that, the cop was like,
"Oh yeah, that's enough. That's
right.
enough."
And they started spitting, and then freaking that's another bam. But yeah, I don't know. I've seen so many fights this weekend. Freaking went on here.
She's carried for years. That's good. No, I think everybody should carry.
Shoot and take that.
No, bullets travel a mile. In some instances, you just shoot and take that kill shot. You don't run.
Well,
there's. So I'll give you the for instance that in the class.
Is this the gas station one?
This is the gas station one.
I like this one.
So you walk into a gas station. There is a guy on the.
There's a priest, a rabbi.
Yeah, there's a priest, a rabbi. There's a guy or person, whatever, on the customer side of the counter, has a gun pointed at the person behind the counter. Everybody's in plain clothes. This guy's got his hands up.
The clerk has his hands up?
The clerk has his hands up. And you come in and you're like, oh no. And you shoot the guy with the gun. Turns out it's an off-duty police officer catching the criminal who shot the person, the actual clerk, and he's robbing the store. The clerk is on the ground. Now who's in the wrong?
Yeah. I mean,
See what I'm saying?
Is there an answer?
No, that's why I say when you're in that, you have to make a decision. So if you make that decision, good luck.
It's honestly a decision I don't think, at least most people, I don't think they'd want to be in. Like, you can say it now, like, kind of like, yeah.
I know, yeah. I'm dying of hell of gunfire. I want to be here. No, you don't.
That's the scare. I don't know. There's no crazy set laws with freaking guns. I think that's
the violinist that got attacked on 10th Street in Peach. Was it one of those curbside violinists?
Yeah, was it the freaking...
I'm not sure I feel bad.
The Middle Eastern types or the Indian ones?
That scam that don't even play the violin?
Yeah, they're fake. Screw those people.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, no, those people suck.
We have not talked about one thing we were supposed to talk about.
No, we can get to that. You want to jump into it? You want to switch off guns and go to any of our mini topics?
I mean, the topics, yeah, I guess so.
So I'll get this one out of the way real quick. No, so he's a cop before he fires.
Okay, Luke, no, we're not saying that he is firing. The scenario is you see him, you act.
You walk in like, oh shit, this guy's robbing the guy.
Yeah, and you just, oh no.
And he doesn't go, I'm a cop.
Right. Of course. Hopefully he would be like, I'm a cop when you pull your gun. But a lot of times there are people that don't hear, don't see. There's even cops that have thought it was a gun and shot somebody. So that's why you really have to be.
Some of them are kind of wishy-washy
on your game. In the perfect world, you walk in and pull your gun. He's going to say, I'm a cop.
Halt! I'm a police officer off duty.
In retrospect, Luke, if I was standing there and I was robbing a place and I saw someone come in, I'd be like, I'm a cop.
That's what I was about to say.
I'm a cop. Don't shoot me.
Don't halt. I'm a cop. So, yes. Oh, yeah. Side note, Luke will like this. Freaking last night, I woke up at like 2 a.m. and I was just like blankly surfing the internet. And I saw all these startup crypto things that are raising money and then they launch.
Oh, gosh.
And like, I started reading on like Reddit forums and stuff. And I bought all this startup crypto money. And when it launches, everyone says right when it launches, sell no matter what it is. Because it goes up real high and then drops like immediately after. So I have my alarm set for Monday morning. I think it's at 9 a.m. I got to be on my phone for when it launches so I can sell. And hopefully I walk away with thousands of dollars.
Then you can buy an RC car.
Right.
Sure.
I'll buy you an RC car.
I don't want it.
I'll buy all of our followers an RC car.
You get a car. You get a car. Check under your seat. Keys.
Right.
What?
They're like, oh my God, I can't believe you got us a car. I was like, yeah, an RC
car.
But yeah, it wasn't that much money, but it's a gamble. So we'll see what happens.
Told Chris,
probably going to lose.
Told Chris about the RC cars. He might do it.
You told him about RC cars?
No, the race. He was thinking,
really?
Maybe thinking about it. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be, huh?
And then you might go.
Maybe it'd be kind of fun to see Chris up on the thing.
He's gonna go down, I think, with us when we go to the practice day.
Anyone else on here ever do any RC car stuff?
No.
What about John? Did he do anything?
No, he wants one.
There's another one we can add to the list.
Yeah, but he's gonna buy Traxxas Stampede because it's been like his dream RC car.
Oh yeah, nice. Oh yeah, real quick, or actually you wouldn't be able to go to this, but I think hopefully mid-June I'm going down to Luke's place. We're going to Charlotte, and there's this indoor, it's almost like a water park, but it's whitewater rafting.
Yeah, no.
So you probably won't be into that. And then they have this rock wall. It's like 60 feet high, and you climb up as high as you, and it's all water below you. And whenever you can't get any higher, you just jump off into the water.
Yeah, no.
Super excited.
Yeah,
James would not do any of that.
No. Probably break my back on the water.
What about cliff jumping? Would you do that?
No.
You wouldn't, pretty much anything with water, you're not doing.
No, I don't mind water, but I'm just not cliff jumping. I'd be the guy who broke his ankle, and then I don't get to work for 2 weeks.
Or your broken neck. And
yeah, right. And then I'm dead.
Yeah, you're Stephen Hawkings without the
the brains.
Incredible freaking intelligence.
Yeah.
Intelligence.
I don't know if he was that smart.
I know. Freaking, who knows? Who knows if the guy was
Does Luke just send us 50 stars?
Well, thank God it's not indoor. Well, I know it's not indoor, but it's not like a natural down the river.
She does a little RC with her kiddo.
Oh, nice.
Huh.
Yeah, this girl is pretty cool.
Yeah.
She carries, does RC cars. Hey, do you want? Here's a quick.
All
one.
right, yeah, let's do something we said we were gonna do.
Here's a quick one we can knock off really quick. So apparently, the U.S. spent $21 trillion to build a secret underground bunker.
No, they
for
didn't.
the elites and whatnot. And supposedly parts of it is under the oceans, and they have, I guess, like the most high tech freaking technology under there. It's like a whole city underground.
Putting a city under the ocean is stupid.
Right. I don't understand. Why would you put it underneath?
What if you got ocean? One leak?
Yeah, all you need is a tiny little pinhole leak.
Yeah, and then you're screwed.
Right. But this lady's only proof that there is a one under there is that there was $22 trillion missing from the budget. Like no one knows where.
Hold on. I didn't know James couldn't swim. Nice try with your reverse psychology, Luke. But I can swim. Well, I was really good at swimming.
I've never seen him swim, so technically he might not be able to swim.
I can swim.
I believe you.
I might not swim as fast as I used to swim in school because I got a little extra weight, but I was fast.
You can keep your body above water.
I can swim. I used to do the whole thing.
Oh yeah,
breathing. Yeah. I used to do the whole length underwater first swim.
The what?
I never lifted my head.
Oh, what from one
end to the other? Yeah, I was fast.
You're pretty good.
Only one length. I could beat everybody, and then I started losing it on the way back.
I wonder if you still got it.
No, I don't swim. I can swim, but I don't swim.
But supposedly this was constructed in 1998, and yeah, this lady who was part of the Bush administration claims that there's a city underneath the U.S.
She's full of crap.
Right. It's for the elite and powerful, and there's high-tech space programs under there.
No, high-tech space programs under the ocean.
Apparently. Right.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, we're going to launch rockets out of a silo that pops out of the ocean.
Right.
Shut up.
And there's 170 underground parts of it underneath the U.S.
No, there isn't.
So, yeah, I don't believe it. But again, we'll never know. All right, there's one off the list. All right. I don't know if we're going to do this one or not.
Which one?
Where'd the workers go? You want to talk about that at all?
I didn't research it. I forgot about that one.
Well, since 2022, there's almost 3 million fewer workers in the workforce.
Is there 3 million fewer jobs?
No.
Right.
But they said that they think a lot of these stats are because people started their own businesses. That's what someone was saying.
Well, that could be, but then then the workers are still there. They're just doing something else.
Right.
Like, I think a lot of the stuff, though,
I think it creates more workers.
I think a lot of things, and when you're like, hey, do you want this job? And they're like, how much does it pay? And they're like, I'm worth more. And they're really not.
Right.
And they just want more money when they don't really know the job.
Well, I know a ton of people that bitch about working at McDonald's because it only pays $11 an hour.
Yeah. Well, if you ain't got no money coming in.
Right. That's like, okay, so you can make $0. Right. You're not doing anything else with your time. So might as well freaking work somewhere. Or you could be a beggar with a sign at a light.
It's still working.
It is still working?
There's a safe. I mean, it's working. There's a safe space. Shut up, Luke.
James and Luke are at war.
He sent us another 100 stars.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Our whole thing is being funded by Luke.
I know.
We haven't put any pennies into it.
Luke said all women should carry.
Right. We were talking about that. Luke, him and Reagan, they took the test, and I guess Reagan got like a perfect score. She was really good at shooting, but she never got a concealed carries permit. I was like,
it's because she's a vegan.
Right. She's a vegan. It's all because of the veganism. But I told him, I was like, yeah, but James's wife, like James is super into guns, and Betsy doesn't carry, right?
She has a permit though.
She does have a permit?
No, but she does not carry.
Would you like her to carry?
I wouldn't mind it.
So yeah, that's what I was telling Luke. I was like, you'd think that your significant other, if you're super into guns, would carry too, but
she doesn't need to when I'm around.
Right, when you're around.
That's right.
That's right. That's why I didn't bring my gun in here. It's freaking out in the car because this guy's got like 20 guns around.
Yeah.
So yeah, ton of people aren't working. Everyone's bitching that there's no jobs, which is crazy. There's almost just as many jobs, except for the ones that Elon Musk got rid of. Yeah, there's only about 550,000 fewer jobs.
Yeah.
How many he got rid of?
They're all government jobs.
Yeah, but it said, or since 2020, there's been 550,000 new businesses started each year. I was like, 550,000? Probably most of them didn't succeed. That's crazy.
That's a lot.
That's a ton of freaking jobs. Because right there, if you had 2 employees at each one, 4 years, that's 2 million people for new jobs. This is one of the big parts. What's James doing? He's typing. All right, I'm just going to talk. Okay.
I'm listening.
So the second biggest reason people said there's no jobs is, and I kind of agree with this one, is for the lack of affordable childcare.
That's a huge thing.
That makes sense to me.
Childcare is ridiculous.
Dude, it's freaking nuts. My old boss, her and her husband, she paid $600 every week for a kid to go to a daycare.
That's nuts.
Like, dude, that's a mortgage of like 2 houses.
Yeah. Well, no.
Maybe 3 houses.
One.
$2,400?
Oh, wait, $600 a week?
A month. Yeah, $600 a week.
Holy freaking crap. That's a nice house.
Right. That's a really nice house. So that makes total sense, which I don't know why childcare is that expensive.
That's insane.
Did you have to deal with any childcare stuff with Bella? No?
My mom did it all.
Really? Damn. God. You guys had like a really good situation for
having a kid.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, not saying it wasn't hard, but like, that's nice to have someone watch your kid, and it's a family member too. Mm-hmm. So, the other third biggest reasons was for health reasons, because of COVID, and supposedly 28% of people quit their job to focus on their health.
We know people that quit their job because of health. They couldn't, get sunburn and.
Oh, yeah, we know somebody.
Sure, we know a lot of people like that.
Right. And they were afraid of people and they couldn't go to work and blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Cry me a river.
Exactly.
The other reason is to prioritize mental health. I guess the pandemic was too much for them. They quit their job.
Stop it.
Yeah, come on. Come on now with this.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that's an excuse not to work. Yeah, 1 in 4 people said they quit their job for their mental health. It's quite a bit.
Yeah, how did it work out? I wonder how that worked out.
Right.
Or if they're like, I have good mental health. They're like, we need your money so you can stay in this house.
Son of a bitch, you want electricity, you're going to have to pay us.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, but my mental health.
Yeah, but I'm just, no.
Yeah, you know what?
We don't care.
Yeah,
just give us the money.
Just give us some money. You ain't got a job. Just give us some money.
Then they got freaking government, assistance. They're like, hell yeah. Now Trump's in here. He's like, we're getting rid of all He's getting rid, or he's rechecking everyone who's on food stamps and stuff. Like, he's like doing a reevaluation, which I think is a good idea.
Why not? I hope it weeds out the people that shouldn't be on it.
Right. Why not do it?
Assistance is there for a reason. Don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem with it. I have a problem with the people that take advantage of it.
Right. Oh yeah, no, definitely. No, it's there. And I mean, there are a ton of people that really need it.
Yeah. Luke said you feel like you need a job for your mental health.
Right. If I didn't have a job, I'd be very depressed. If I was at home all day, you'd be fine, probably, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would probably be okay.
You have so many things you can do around here, like working on your brick guitar.
Yes.
Did you do any more work on it?
No.
Damn it. James is doing a guitar. What is it? It's bricks.
It's bricks. I got to do a brick wall on the front, and then I'm gonna get the paint for it this week. The black cherry paint.
I can't wait to see it. It's gonna be sweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna start working on it again tomorrow, I think.
And the last reason why people lost all their jobs is that they retired early.
Yeah, that's cool.
Which in 2020, 29 million people retired. So
really,
yeah, it's quite a bit. So yeah, so there's some good reasons that they don't work and some really bad reasons.
Luke said 80% of people. He would say 80% of people on welfare shouldn't be on welfare.
80%.
You might be right. I don't know.
I mean, going from all the people I know who are on welfare, I'd say 80% of them shouldn't be on it.
Yeah, probably.
Right?
Yeah. I used to get jealous of some people I'd see, and they'd have a big fat steak. I'd go home and eat my hamburger.
Right. They're buying lotto tickets.
Lotto tickets.
Right.
Because somebody else bought their food.
Right. Nope. I agree. Totally agree. All right. We're done with the workers.
Yeah, I'm done with winners.
All right. You want to touch on the names that are on the Epstein list?
Is that what you want to do?
And do religious practices last?
Sure, whatever. Let's go for it.
All right. Some of the names that are on the, you guys know who Epstein is, right?
No, the guy who didn't kill himself.
Right. He didn't kill himself at all. He freaking,
I think he killed himself.
right. He was like sex trafficking and stuff. He had an island and they did all weird stuff with kids. He was a scumbag. But the list of people that went there and supposedly had something to do with all the weird sex stuff. One of them was Prince Andrew of England.
Oh my gosh. Luke, what are you doing?
He likes it. He likes what he sees. Don't tell him how to spend his money.
I know. I know. What is that? $2.50 though?
I don't know. It's more. I have no idea. I really don't know how much it is. All I know is that all of them except for 50 stars are from Luke.
I know.
The one people at the medieval.
And we still haven't collected them
We have not.
because it's like hard,
It is. We're saving for a rainy day, I guess.
right?
Yeah, Prince Andrew of England. You know who he is.
Nope.
You don't know who Prince Andrew is?
I don't live in England.
It's it's what's her name's
Why would I know
husband, Princess Diana's husband.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't even know she had a husband.
Well, she doesn't anymore. Not since 97.
Oh, why is he dead?
You don't know who Princess Diana is? Remember the one who died when?
Oh yeah, her. yeah. No, I know her.
It was a big story. Yeah, her husband. So he was possibly there peddling kids.
Huh.
Naomi Campbell.
Peddling. Did you say peddling?
Peddling kids.
Get your kids here. Get your kids
What are
here.
we looking at? We got 8, 9, 10, white, black, Asian.
He's a little, when you go into someplace like an electronics store and they have like the card that you have to bring up to the cashier. He's got them all in like his shirt. You just pull it out and you're like, here you go.
Here we go. Here's a token.
Go to the cashier.
Go to the cashier. Naomi Campbell. I think she's like a model or something. The number one suspect, though, is Bill Clinton. Would you be surprised at all if Bill Clinton was there doing some?
I did not have sexual relations
with that kid.
With that kid. Yeah, with that kid. That'll be the new quote.
That's it. David Copperfield.
David Copperfield?
Yeah.
What is he making kids disappear?
I mean, there's a lot of information people don't know about. So that's the only reason they hired him for the job.
The cops bust in. He's like, "What kid?"
Yeah, what kid? Like, whoa, it's David Copperfield.
There's a kid in a corner with a blanket over it.
They're like, oh, there's ghosts everywhere.
Oh, good grief.
Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz? Huh.
Yeah, I know.
That's shocking.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
I feel like that's a little weird, though, when you say girls doing this stuff. What do they got, little boys?
I don't know.
Or maybe they're doing.
They're just on the suspect list, so I don't know. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leo?
Yeah. Right. That one. Horrible.
Huh.
Your boy, Al Gore.
Yeah, my boy started the internet.
Right.
Yeah, whatever.
He seemed like he was kind of a good guy.
He was a douche.
I mean, I don't know. He seemed like an alright guy. I was pretty young when he was out, but he seemed better than Bush. Bush was an idiot.
I don't know.
Stephen Hawkins, your boy. How could he?
Wait, no.
He was on the list, yeah.
I think you're pretty. What?
I didn't know he was 8.
Cops are like, what are you doing here? He's like, tries to run. Didn't you have one of them?
Oh, yeah. He's like,
wheelchair pops a wheelie.
He just takes off. Michael Jackson. That doesn't
he's dead. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's dead.
Doesn't matter.
George Lucas.
Dun, 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 dun. George Lucas.
Yeah. Star Wars guy. Yeah, he seems like he's kind of weird, creepy looking.
You sure this is a real list?
This is the names that they freaking added to the list. Like, it was all handwritten down.
Huh.
Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, I don't know if that surprises me.
Bruce Willis.
He's got like dementia. He don't even remember.
And finally, Jimmy Buffett, Janice Dickinson, Chris Evans.
Chris Evans?
Yeah.
Captain America.
Captain America.
No way.
Courtney Love, Joan Rivers, Ivana Trump, Barbara Walters, and finally, Donald Trump.
Huh.
James doesn't know what to say.
I guess the most shocking one is Stephen Hawking to me.
Right. Right. What could he have?
That just takes like so much work to get the guy there.
Right.
And like, what's he going to do?
Right. Maybe they couldn't understand him. He's like, I don't want to be here.
They're like, come on. He's like, no.
No, I'm good.
Some guy with an RC thing. You're going. Driving his thing. Driving his remote or his wheelchair.
So yeah, those are the names of the suspect list for that guy. So
you sure it's a suspect? He said that's just a friends list.
It was all the ones that checked in on the island.
Oh, so they might not have.
They might not have, yeah. But they were on the flight list going there. So maybe they might not. They
might not. I can't see Steven. I just can't. Like out of that
whole
list. Who would
invite him anyway?
I know. You're like, come on to Epstein Island. Would you like this 8-year-old?
No, I'm good. I just want the snow crab.
Yeah. Huh.
So yeah, who knows? But they said Bill Clinton's the biggest suspect. I don't know. I think a lot of these rich people do some stuff like a power trip thing.
You mean like the red shoes?
Yeah.
They all wear the red shoes because some secret society.
Oh, and Pizzagate, yeah. Whenever a celebrity says pizza, it's because of
shut up with that
sex trafficking.
So stupid.
Right. Why can't they just like pizza?
You probably do. It's probably all it is.
Right. All right. Do you want to hit celebrities who left the U.S. because of Trump?
Yeah, go ahead. Read that list.
Okay. Number 1, we got Eva Longoria.
Yeah.
What do you care?
No.
I don't think you'll care about any of these.
Probably not.
She's pretty hot.
She's okay. She was pretty hot.
I don't know what she looks
getting
like
older now, but
Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi.
Bye.
For whatever reason, I've always freaking couldn't stand Ellen. I don't know why. Never thought she was funny. I hated her little dance she does when she comes out to
good
a show.
in Finding Dory and Finding Nemo.
Oh, she did good at that. Yeah. It was her voice.
Right.
Richard Gere.
Yeah.
Gerbil guy.
Yeah, gerbil guy. I never really cared for him. He's got a couple good movies, but
Courtney Love.
She left?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know she was even still alive. She killed her husband.
Right. One good thing about her is that she actually got British citizenship, so she was cool.
Oh, she did renounced her citizenship, or did she get dual?
Oh, I don't know. It just said she applied for British citizenship and got it.
Because you can get dual.
Oh, I don't know. That's right. It was one of the only ones that said what they actually did, so she might have just gotten dual. Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah. Well, goodbye.
Could care less about her too. Minnie Driver.
She had her moment. She didn't shine bright enough. Goodbye.
Amber Heard.
That's Johnny Depp's girl, isn't it?
Yeah.
Goodbye. She's crazy, psycho.
This one, I don't know how true it is, but
she can go over there and poop on beds.
Right. Do some real weird shit. Ryan Gosling.
Not a fan of his. Anyway.
No? You never been a big fan?
No.
I always get him and what's his name mixed up for whatever reason. Here's your girl, especially now, Pamela Anderson.
She left?
Yeah.
She's got hepatitis.
Why did she stop wearing makeup? It's scary how different she looks.
How else do you become famous once you've been famous for what you've been famous for, and you can't keep up that look?
Yeah. But
gotta try something.
I mean, she's back in the news about it.
And she's back in the limelight. She had a movie come out, The Last Showgirl.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so...
And you watched part of that show, didn't you? That was Tommy and...
I stopped watching.
Tommy Lee talked to his dick talked to him or something?
That was the part, I was like, I can't watch this.
Supposedly he really did that too?
I guess. I don't know. I didn't finish that. I didn't even finish the scene.
Lindsay Lohan. She moved to Dubai and she said there are no cameras in Dubai and I can actually focus on what I want to do in life.
Drugs.
Yeah, right. Nobody cares what you're doing.
Yeah. What does she want to do? Oh, I want to be an actress. Okay, go be in some crappy movies over there.
Go ahead. Tina Turner, Shania Twain.
Shania?
Yeah. You liked her, didn't you? You were a fan.
Yeah, I like Shania.
Cher.
Yeah.
Cher's like 79. She looks
when Cher
freaky.
dies, her skin is not dying.
No, she'll be here for eternity. You can't get rid of all that crap she's got inside of her.
She 1,000 years, they're gonna dig up Cher and they're gonna be like, whoa, she's not dead.
Yeah, whoa, what the? And finally, Sharon Stone.
Sharon Stone, she was in Ohio. She lived close. She is close.
My mom was just at a funeral with her like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, did she talk to anybody?
No, she was a total bitch. And she went up. She went on a funeral, and she made this giant long speech, and then she kept walking around the church crying, so everyone would look at her.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, and finally, Elon Musk's trans daughter. You know he had a trans daughter?
I didn't. A guy wants to have like 900 kids or some crazy thing.
And she was born from artificial insemination, of course, because that sounds like something that he'd do.
Oh, so it wasn't really his kid.
It was his sperm and her eggs. Like she couldn't get.
So he didn't have sex.
Right.
Wait, where did this egg grow?
I think
it was his wife.
It was like a petri dish or something, and then I can't remember the term.
She was a test tube baby.
They put it like back inside of the woman, and
then yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, they had like a falling out because she's trans.
Shania Twain is Canadian, so would she just go back home? That's okay.
Yeah, she just went home. I'm going home.
Dave said Sharon Stone went to Northwestern. Yeah, that's where it was.
She dated my mom's current boyfriend too. Yeah,
I bet you he was screwed, or he was.
Oh man!
Yeah, he was.
What
he
the
was
hell
bummed.
was I thinking?
Yeah, should have kept that one.
Now I'm with her. No more. And yeah, that's it for the people who left. Yeah, none of them I could really care about. Like you said, if you want to be really true to your word, freaking denounce your citizenship.
Renounce your citizenship, and then don't come back.
Right, just don't come back.
If it's that bad, goodbye.
And they're like, "Oh, Trump's out. I'm coming back."
No.
Don't work here. Don't get any kind of benefits whatsoever from America.
Take the money you earned and split.
Right, frig off.
That's right.
All right. Do we have enough time to talk about weird religious practices real quick?
Why not? We can go over. It's our show.
That's true. All right. Number 10. Mormons, they wear these special garments. What? Luke must have liked that part. That's it. Hey, babe. Thank you for the stars.
Yeah, thanks for the stars, Luke.
Thank you. If anyone else wants to chip in, you're more than welcome.
Bet you can't beat Luke.
Yeah, I bet you can't beat Luke. Let's get some competition going here.
Yeah.
Mormons wear these special garments. They wear them to bed and stuff, and they're supposed to make you, when you wear them, you remember God. Like you think about God.
Now, I'm pretty sure that's a choice. Where they got like pins and needles inside of it?
No, they have like things like stitched on it that are like whole. It's almost like their kind of cross, their symbol.
Oh,
and it's supposed to make them remember.
No, it doesn't.
Remember God. I don't know why you can't just do that without the garments.
I guess if you got to remember to put your garment on, you got to remember why.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, a little weird. Scientology's e-meter.
That's stupid. You told me about that. That's dumb.
I was reading what exactly it is too. It's when you hold these two probes and you start thinking about stuff. And when you're thinking about if there's an issue that you're struggling with, that you're not doing well with, the e-meter freaking starts to move.
No, it doesn't.
So, well, according to this.
Well, you know what? What about someone like you? You'd grab it and
right.
Well, what about like, I don't know, what about a autistic person?
Yeah, true.
They grab it, the meter would go nuts.
Yeah, it's just
yeah.
Right.
Oh, it's such bull crap.
Right. So it's these people, they're called auditors, and they're the ones who study with this.
Who audits them?
They don't need it.
I'd beat the crap out of them.
Right. But then it's like Tom Cruise, he barely has anything come up anymore, and he's also contributed the most money to the church.
Exactly.
So, coincidence? I don't know.
Not at all.
But then the U.S., they came out with a thing. They said there's no proven usefulness in a diagnosis, treatment, or prevention. Oh, yeah. It also discovers diseases you might have, too.
No, it doesn't.
So, yeah, like when you're struggling with something, if it's something like a mental illness or like liver disease or something that's making you not think right, it goes,
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
They claim it does.
They're full of crap.
They claim it does. But if you pay enough money, everything's like, you're good.
You're good.
You're not struggling here.
walk in with diseases, cancer hanging off. They're like, here's 10 million. They're like, bull.
I wonder if you believe in this at all.
Oh, gosh.
Exorcisms.
Oh, yeah, I do.
You believe in exorcisms?
I actually do.
Whoa, I should have saved this for last.
Yeah.
Huh.
Not in the exorcism that you're thinking of.
The head doesn't spin around, they puke green.
No.
They walk down the stairs backwards.
I believe that people can be possessed by bad spirits.
And you believe that a priest gets it out of them? Only a priest?
No, it doesn't mean only a priest.
And holy
no.
water? And it burns them?
Not like that, no.
But you believe people can be possessed?
Absolutely, it's in the Bible.
So do you believe that someone can be possessed and another human, if trained well enough, gets rid of it for them?
I don't think you really need to be that trained. You just need to follow what the Bible says.
Is there instructions on how to do an exorcism?
I would say kind of, sort of. There's examples. Don't you remember in the Bible? I'm sure you read it, where he cast out the bad spirits and they all went to the pigs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, I do.
And then they slaughtered the pigs and the people got the spirits back.
Is that what happened? No, I don't think that was happened. Yeah, I don't remember that part.
It could be a little plausible, but probably not.
No, I do believe in that. Yeah.
Really? Huh. Okay, so that makes more sense. You don't believe in like The Exorcist.
No,
like, you don't believe it's like that.
I don't believe it's like no.
That's right where my mind went to, which makes sense. So yes, that's a Catholic thing. What the hell is this? Jewish kapot. They grasp a live chicken by the shoulder blades and move it around one's head 3 times.
That doesn't.
And it transfers the sins from you to the chicken.
And then they and eat the chicken.
And then eat the chickens and sins go back.
It's just
like
back.
the pigs.
Yeah, it's just like the pigs.
What do you think? You believe in that?
No.
Does the chicken get rid of the sins? No. I don't think they do either.
Let's go try it. We'll just go like this.
Right, we got
to a little bit of music. We got like 30 chickens we can use.
Then they killed the chickens, and the animal rights people got pissed off and attacked the people for drowning 35 chickens. Oh, suppose it's in the Bible.
bet everything I have that it's just a mental illness rather than possessed. I don't know.
Huh. Yeah. We gotta look up that scripture afterwards. Supposedly it talks about in the Bible how the chicken thing's in the Bible.
The chicken thing is in the Bible?
I don't know. It says Psalms and Job or something about it.
That's Old Testament.
Right.
That would be
There's
when
a lot of wacky stuff in the Old
they
Testament.
they did animal sacrifices in the Old Testament as well.
Right.
That's not today's practices.
Shaman stuff. You believe in shamans?
So shamans. I believe that there are things we don't know about. I wouldn't say I believe in shaman magic as it's presented to people.
Do you believe there's a thing they call ayahuasca? It's a drug you drink, you have a crazy trip, and supposedly you come to a realization about life.
I don't think you come to a realization about life, but I believe there's a crazy trip that you can do whatever you want with.
Do you think there's any truth that people taking, like supposedly Steve Jobs did it, peyote and LSD and stuff, and they see life differently, and supposedly it helps them? Is there any truth to it?
I don't.
No.
I don't believe you get closer to God that way. I don't believe any of that. Only because it's not a normal state.
But do you believe in accessing different parts of the brain that you couldn't normally access, and like the information was already there, but you just come to the realization of it?
I think you should be able to access those parts anyway.
I don't know if you can.
I think if you put your mind to it, you can.
Right. So there's a lot of the mind that we don't access. People say it's 10, but it's not 10. It's like, I think we access like 40 or 60% of our brains.
I think we use probably more, and we just don't know what we're talking about.
Maybe we use 80%.
I use all of it.
So yeah.
Did you see Powder?
God, I forgot about that. That movie freaked me out as a kid.
It's awesome.
I'd like to watch that again. That thing was freaky looking.
With the spoon?
Yeah.
That was so cool.
I can't, I'd like to watch it again.
Yeah, the third eye bull crap.
Third eye.
That's what Luke just said. I don't think it's a God thing. I think they refer to it as third eye. I don't have a third eye, and if you do have a third eye, you're...
Yeah, the people who take all this stuff, they don't claim that it's a God thing. Like they said, like like Luke said, it's a third eye thing. It's information that kind of was there.
Yeah.
We just couldn't access it.
No.
And I don't know. I've taken a bunch of freaking hallucinations and it never helped me out.
Yeah.
But the big thing people are doing right now, they call it microdosing. They're taking small amounts of shrooms.
Oh,
And
geez.
supposedly it helps you out.
Yeah, Mike, you remember we had the comment guy, the microdosing guy.
Oh, yeah.
He was there every time. Every time I type in ADHD.
We said, shut up.
Yeah, shut up.
Right.
I don't need your microdoses.
Mormon baptizing the dead
For what?
so that they have everlasting life or they go to heaven or whatnot.
Supposed to, no.
They say you're baptized, so you're good.
Nope, you can't be. You have to make that choice.
They say the living person is acting as the deceased person's proxy.
Huh? No, shut up. It doesn't. That's dumb.
If you do it in a dedicated temple, supposedly you're good.
So everybody can go to heaven.
If you're baptized, yes.
So
I don't know why you don't have to do any of the hard work, but at the end, they're like,
I could not have asked for forgiveness for any of my sins, but they could just be like, bloop, here he goes.
Yep, and you're like, whoa, he's good to go.
No.
This is a pretty common one, but the Islamic women wearing the cloths over themselves.
That's what they want to wear it.
Yeah. Here's one. Buddhist monks, there's a tradition with them that they starve themselves to become mummified. So they just literally don't eat, they die, and then they leave their body that way and they become mummies.
Well, that's stupid.
Right. That's a little foolish. Here's an interesting one, and I think I've done this plenty of times.
Luke says, why is it some religions baptize you when you're an infant, but others baptize you when you think you're ready? Because some of the religions got it wrong.
Yeah, it should be a choice, in my opinion.
It is. It's supposed to be a choice.
So baptizing as a kid, is it just you? It's not. You didn't do a damn thing.
It's just
to make the baby cry.
Yeah, or pee.
Or pee.
I've seen several pee.
Oh, you've seen them? Like,
yeah,
you've seen babies baptized?
I've seen babies baptized in Catholic.
What are they? Psst.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. The water is warmed up so it doesn't shock them, and they just pee.
Huh. Persians, in order for something to become law, they made decisions twice. One drunk and one sober. And if both agreed, it became a law.
Say that again. I was reading Dave's thing. He was saying Muslim women are forced to cover their face.
Right.
Or they'll be beat to death. I'd cover my face too.
I'd cover everything.
I'd cover everything. You wouldn't
I want to go outside.
I'd stay in the house.
Persians, in order for something to become law, they used to make decisions twice, once drunk and once sober. And if both of the ideas agreed with each other, then it became law.
Say that again.
Oh my God.
Sorry. I'm trying to read the comments.
Okay, so there are these people named Persians.
Persians. Yeah, Persians.
They made decisions twice, one when they were drunk and one when they were sober. And if both the ideas agreed with each other, it became a law.
That's too much work.
What? Do you just do one or the other?
Yeah.
So if you're drunk and you have an idea, you go, all right, we'll put that in effect.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I've done that plenty of times.
Luke said, y'all think holy water is real? I don't know. I've never been around a vampire to try it.
Right. I don't think it's real.
I tasted it.
I stole holy water.
Did you drink it?
No, I was in a church. I was at an AA meeting of all places. And I was in a church and they had like a silver plate and it had the water on it. And I freaking took the plate and I dumped the water out because I thought it was real silver and I stole it and I got back and it was like tin. It was a stupid plate. It was a horrible thing I did, but you drank it?
No, I didn't drink it.
Yeah.
No, you go in and you do the whole thing. I was like, you know what it tastes like?
Nastiness.
Sweat.
Right. Just freaking people's hands.
Sweat.
Oh, and finally, I'd actually this is like a weird bucket list thing to do. Fire walking.
No, I'm not going to do that.
I'd love to walk across coals. You're going to do it too.
I ain't doing that. That's stupid.
You do it to pay respect to God.
No, you don't.
And it repels evil spirits.
No, so does a little bell on your motorcycle.
And finally, yep, that's it. So yeah, we're going to do the fire walking on the show.
You have a giant fire pit at work. Just walk through it.
I got to have the time. I got to clock out on lunch or something to do it.
All right.
I got to do it at the end of the day.
I'll watch.
I need a little better coals. I need the coals like in the movies.
Yeah.
The real tiny ones.
Do you know what the trick is?
I don't have nails.
You know what the trick is? There's a trick to it.
Vicodin.
No, all the coals underneath are hot. Yeah, Vicodin. All the coals underneath are hot, but the top ones are cool. So they walk across it and they don't get burned.
The ones on top
they had that on. So a long time ago, before you were probably even born, They had a show where celebrities did a bunch of crazy stunts.
Really?
And one of them was firewalking, and I forget who it was that walked across the coals, but that's what the whole thing is the coals on top were black. They were not hot. They were warm. They could have been hot, but they weren't scorching hot like the ones underneath.
So that's like for like a gag though. Like, you think these people are doing it? Or are these just people?
Absolutely. They're yeah.
God knows that that's not hot.
No.
So yes, all right, and then I'm going to run down this real quick. These are weird Christian relics. Computer went off, so weird Christian relics that are in.
Wait, we're not going to talk about the one crazy thing that the Jewish people do.
Which one was that?
The one when they were like.
Oh yeah, that wasn't on my. I don't know how that didn't make the list. Yeah, you can tell them. What is it?
Oh, it was. It's kind of like a. I can't say it the way I want to say it.
When a baby's born, a freaking rabbi circumcises the baby.
They do the whole circumcision.
Get rid of the skin.
Yeah, and the baby bleeds.
And then it gets weird.
And then it gets really weird. The rabbi
sucks on the baby.
Well, I don't know if he's not like, whoa. He goes and cleans the penis with his mouth.
Right. And it's like totally normal.
That's their tradition.
Like, they still do it. This wasn't 100 years ago. They still do it to this day.
I don't know if they still do it, but
they do it already. So
that's nutty to me.
No, that's totally nutty.
If
you walked in, you saw a priest doing that to your boy, or would you be like, you son of a
yeah. If I grew up Jewish, I probably wouldn't, because that's what they do. But
yeah, if you came back from the bathroom and you walked up and you were like, wait, what the?
If I converted and didn't know, right? And they were like, and I was like, whoa. The rabbi was beat to death.
So here's some weird, what do you call it, that they have in churches around the world. They have the head of Saint Plunkett.
That's the noise when you throw a rock into a pond. It goes plunket.
Plunkett, yes. And then Saint Clare, they saved her fingernails and hair clippings because they're sacred.
Huh? Oh, what?
This Saint Clare, they saved her fingernails and hair clippings because they're sacred. Of some saint.
Okay.
Because she had beautiful hair and beautiful nails, so they saved them.
I wonder if they still look beautiful.
Probably not. The blood of another saint who's super holy, they saved his blood.
No,
that's fine. Here's the crazy one.
Oh, whatever.
So there's a thing.
Blood. So
18 churches around the world claim that they have the original one, but it's called the Holy Foreskin, and it's Jesus Christ foreskin. Do you think there's truth to that?
I'm done.
Said 18 churches possess the delicate piece. Right? Right. Like, there's a speechless, right?
I know. If somebody was like, look, Jesus foreskin, I'd be like, yeah, get it out of your hands. What are you doing?
Wash your hands.
Oh, God.
Oh, here's a real crazy one. Actually, we're head of John the Baptist. And yeah, they claim the one church, it's the Virgin Mary's breast milk. And supposedly,
it's got to be all curdled.
Oh, it's got to be awful.
Green.
It's got to be awful. But supposedly, when she was breastfeeding Jesus, some fell on the ground and a guy scooped it up. Really doesn't make any sense. Like, why would a guy even do that? Whoa, he dropped something.
I don't know why athletes drink breast.
Yeah, really?
People sell their breast milk. So disgusting.
Yeah,
that's so gross.
Have you ever tasted breast milk?
No.
No?
No.
I mean, I haven't either.
When I was a baby.
I've tasted breast milk. On accident.
Yeah, I don't know if it was an accident.
A little bit of curiosity.
Yeah.
So, yeah, supposedly they have those things. Jesus Christ foreskin and Virgin Mary's breast milk.
Yeah, no thanks.
And she was a virgin. How did she freaking... They put the baby in her. They put the milk in her too?
No. Listen.
Wasn't she a virgin?
She was a virgin who had a baby. You still have the breast milk.
She still had the breast milk. Okay.
Yeah.
God didn't forget to put that in her.
Well,
he was like, oh, shit. Let me put it. Well,
yeah.
Let's fill these.
Look. Yeah, right. Little valve on the back of her neck. He was like, hold on. Let me fill you up here.
Close the hatch. You're good to go. All right, you want to bang out these movie reviews real quick?
Yeah, sure.
All right, what movie? We watched 2 movies.
We did 2 movies.
The first one, what was the first one called? Inner Space.
Inner Space.
Inner Space.
Yeah.
Don't know if you've ever seen it. It's from like 88 or 89.
I've seen it several times.
Yeah, it's basically this guy gets shrunken down, put inside someone else's body, and he like
He was supposed to go on a rabbit.
He was supposed to go on a rabbit.
Then there was bad people that tried to steal the technology, and they're like, "Hurry, get rid of him!" And they stuck him.
Yeah,
in.
he stuck him in the ass. And
Martin Short.
Yes, it was entertaining. It had some actually really funny parts. I laughed out loud a few times,
Yeah,
especially that bathroom scene.
I know, yeah.
And what's his name? I forgot how good a shape he was in. He was a freaking
Who?
Not Martin Short. What's the other guy's name?
I don't know. I got that thing. You ask me names, it goes away.
The guy. What else was he in?
Dennis Quaid.
Dennis
No.
Quaid or
No.
something Quaid.
Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid. Okay, thank you, Miss Betsy. Dennis Quaid. He was in freaking good shape.
Have you seen?
Did you? Hubba. Did you see him with the shirt off?
Have you seen
Holy
Flight of the
smokes.
Phoenix?
The original one
What's,
or the newer one? There's 2 of them, isn't there?
I don't know.
I think there's 2 of them.
I only saw one.
I saw the. I think
With
there's
Dennis
a,
Quaid.
Was it from like the 80s or 90s?
No.
Oh, was it like 2000s?
Yeah, because it had
Okay.
somebody else in it.
Another person.
There's other actors, and they were all like in a movie and stuff.
I can't remember if I saw it. Wasn't that something to do with a flight to Phoenix or something?
No, Flight of the Phoenix is when they made a plane out of their plane that crashed.
Right. I think I might have seen that.
Dennis Quaid was in that. He had his shirt off, and he was older, and he's still ripped.
And you were like, "Whoa, hubba,
I was
hubba."
like, "Hey."
Yeah, no, it was an entertaining movie. I enjoyed it for the most part for an 80s movie. It was pretty innocent. James Dean likes his innocent movies.
I do.
He doesn't like a lot of vulgar type stuff.
No.
And yeah, no, it was fun. I liked the asshole people at the end when they shrunk them down and they were all little.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty funny. Yeah, it was good. I like Martin Short too.
Martin Short is very good. What's that word? What's his kind of comedy? It's like whatever. He's good at making faces.
Right. Right. Good at making faces and voices.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was an entertaining movie.
I liked it. What would you give it?
I'd probably give it
I'm at like a 6.1.
for what it was. Yeah, I'd say like maybe a 5.4.
Yeah.
It was entertaining.
It was.
It wasn't it was just like a kind of a fun movie.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a fun movie, and I like those. And those are movies you watch with people.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
I think it would have been a better
Didn't
movie.
Betsy didn't she watched it and she's like, "Oh yeah, I've seen this," and she left.
Yeah, she didn't. I know she didn't remember. She's like, "I've never seen this." I'm like, yeah, you have. You've seen it. We've seen it. I've watched it like 15 times.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, you've seen it. She's like, no. And then when he got injected, and then she was like, she thought it was dumb. I don't think it's dumb. I think it's funny. She didn't watch the whole movie, so she don't remember.
She can't talk, can she?
Huh? Inner Space. Anyway, get out of here.
So
Yeah, you don't even watch it. Be quiet.
I get it. People
Yeah.
didn't watch it, guys.
Get out of here.
So yeah, no, it was entertaining. And then the second movie, I watched it.
Yeah,
This
what did you think
morning-
of that one?
I'll tell you. So what was it called again?
Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch. So the beginning, right when I started watching it, I was like, "Ooh, I like this." There was like some,
Suspense. And,
and corruptness and violence
Yeah.
and da. I was like, "Oh snap!" I see where it's going. I liked it. Then when they changed into the second part of the movie,
Second reality.
the second reality, I still mostly enjoyed it. But when they kept going to the third reality, that's the part I didn't like. There was too much music going on, and for me, freaking every troubled situation they got into, it was so easy for them to get out of. Like it was like nothing to them. And I was like, it wasn't any difficult at all. For them.
Right, but you realize what they were doing, right?
Yeah, it was. I mean, what
All she had to do was like steal a knife.
right, but they went into the third reality, and then that was how.
That's when they stole the knife. But
Right.
you realize the third reality was their way of getting through. I mean, when they had to steal the key, there was nobody there. Just like they just stole the key.
Right. But in the third reality, they're in like a war zone and all this
Right.
stuff's going on.
Correct.
A dragon.
And it was so easy in there to kill the dragon. Blah blah blah.
Right.
That plays into how easy it was in the real world, the first reality, to get what they got.
Mm. Hmm.
They just took more steps in the third reality.
Hmm.
Which movie's stupid?
Did she just about a minute ago? She might be talking about that. So yeah, like there was a ton of music. There was a ton of music going on in that, and I didn't care for that part as much. But then at the end of the movie,
Yeah.
I like the ending made up for like all that stuff at the end.
That was a twist.
It was a really, really cool ending. And the lobotomy is like, doof, like, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit! Like,
And there's an extended edition one somewhere. I've watched that one too. It even gives you more info.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It was really, for me, it was really touching the end. Like
she wanted to just forget.
Yeah. No, the ending of the movie,
and then you realize the story wasn't even about her. It was about the other girl.
Right, the one who she.
Right, she was only there because she was normal.
Yeah, no, I know. She wasn't even supposed to be there. The guy lied about her killing her sister.
No. It wasn't about her. It was about the girl that gets on the bus and leaves.
Oh, she was completely normal.
She was only there for her sister.
Oh yeah, her sister.
And her sister is the one who died, isn't it?
Right. Yeah, she died doing a bomb thing.
Right,
or she got stabbed.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's when she realized at the end. She was like, "I know what the final thing is," and it was her to. And that's another thing that kind of bothered me. Like, I wish I could have seen her actually dance.
I forget. I
wanted to see at least one scene dance.
Yeah, I forget the reason they didn't show it. There's a reason.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, there's a reason. I'm not sure if the reason was she really wasn't dancing. Or I don't remember what the reason was, but there was a reason behind why they didn't show her dance.
There was a lot of babes in that movie too.
That's the original reason I went to go see it.
What did you
just hot chicks?
You saw there was a movie with hot chicks?
I was like, this is going to be a stupid movie. Just a bunch of hot chicks. I'm like, we'll just go see it.
Right.
And turns out halfway through the movie, I was like, whoa, what's going on? This is like a good movie.
Yeah. No, it was the end. Like I said, the ending, like I really liked the ending.
We have a guest.
A lot of stuff.
We have a guest.
Oh, the cat.
Oh, the cat. Yeah, he's gone. He didn't stay around long.
But yeah, no, it was an enjoyable movie. Like the third reality fantasy stuff was like a little too fantasy.
I know. I knew you weren't going to like that part with the dragon and the mech and it was just so easy. You didn't like the samurais?
That part was cool. No, that was pretty cool. I like when they're shooting the guns, just flipping over.
You know what kind of guns those were?
Gatling
gun. 1911s.
Oh, the one she. Oh, really?
Because that very first gun she shot was a 1911.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very nice. Oh, your cat.
Sucker Punch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, no, it was entertaining. And like I said, I really enjoyed the ending of it, so that made up for the fancy stuff.
What?
So I watched The Handmaid's Tale.
Handmaid's Tale.
Is that the foreign one or no?
No, that's
or The Handmaid. I'm thinking of
Handmaid's Tale. I think I've watched that.
I have not seen it.
I think I've watched that.
If it's fantasy, James Dean's probably seen it.
I don't think it's fantasy.
No? The Handmaid's Tale.
I think I've watched that. We might have watched that. I think Betsy watched it, and I was just here.
But yeah, Sucker Punch, it was like the ending. I really enjoyed the ending.
So you give it a low score because you don't like that fantasy stuff.
I mean...
But you like Lord of the Rings, so you're weird.
I haven't seen it in so long. I guess I kind of do, because it's like Lord of the Rings is like a critically acclaimed movie, though. Like, it has a super high rating for a reason. Like, everything's done so well, and the story is freaking great.
I guess.
It's critically acclaimed, James Dean. You do know this, don't you?
I don't
critically acclaimed.
This is not something you try. This is a giant chunk of cheese.
Oh, sweet.
There's 2 of them in here.
Sweet. So for Sucker Punch, especially because of the ending, I'm going to give it a 6.1.
Oh, see, I would go 7, 7,
right.
2.
No, I know you do good. No, it's definitely a James Dean movie. But I liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to like it. I thought it was pretty dang good.
You should watch Donkey Punch.
Yeah, Donkey. I don't think that's on it.
I don't think I want to watch that.
Yeah,
I don't even know what it is, but I don't think I want to watch it.
I'm not even going to say it. There's a thing you do in sex called Donkey Punch.
No, I don't.
I'm not even
I don't even. Yeah, please, no. I don't want to know.
Kind of what the movie's about.
Okay, I don't want to watch that.
It's probably not a James Dean movie.
No, I think I'm good.
So I have an idea, or 2 ideas for a movie for next week.
Whatever.
You would probably never watch a subtitled movie, would you?
I have.
You have.
I've been trying to get you to watch Pan's Labyrinth.
We could do that. Actually, you want to do that after this week?
Oh yeah, well, I'm just saying that's a.
Yeah. No, I actually.
So my problem with subtitled movies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like subtitles because maybe I'm just dumb and I read too slow and I miss half the movie.
Luke freaking named it
Old Boy.
Old Boy.
Oh, that's with
Not the new one. There's a new one that's absolute trash. It's a remake of it.
well, what's Old Boy? When was Old Boy?
I think 2001, 2002, maybe. It's super good story. So I was gonna go say either that or Interstellar. So you haven't seen that.
I started watching Interstellar and I couldn't get through it.
Okay, we'll go.
I'll watch it.
What do you want to do? I'm curious to see your thoughts on this movie.
What, Old Boy?
Old Boy, yeah. It's not super long. It's like 2 hours long.
I'll watch it.
You want to do it?
Yeah, I don't care.
It's
I'll watch it.
It's. I mean, you'll see. I'm curious to see if you like it. The ending's crazy too. But yeah, I've been wanting you to watch this. I was
All right,
nervous.
we're
'cause
busy.
I was like, James Dean probably doesn't do subtitles, so
You already owe me one anyway.
yes.
I owe you a drink.
Oh yeah, it's not a porn.
Sounds like a porn. All right,
Yes. Wow. James, there's no dragons in Old Boy.
I'll be okay. I'll be okay.
Yeah, there's not a ton of fantasy in it. There's not much fantasy.
You people with fantasy. Fantasy is so good.
Why do you love, what is it that you love about fantasy movies?
The imagination.
Okay.
The imagination to come up with those kind of things intrigues me because I have a pretty good imagination and I like to watch other people's imagination.
So you like imagination, but if a movie is disturbing, but it's imagination, you won't like it.
If it's really close to reality, no, I don't. I'm not into seeing people get hacked up. Slasher movies, I probably don't watch because it's not my thing. But I have watched, and they just don't do anything. I mean, they're not scary.
Yeah,
like the jump scare movies, like the one where the little tricycle guy runs around with the little things on his cheeks. Saw. That was,
tricycle guy.
That was stupid.
You've always loved fantasy movies, though?
I like fantasy. I like fiction, science fiction. I like documentary type. I like
some comedies.
I like a lot of comedies.
You like any romance movies?
I do.
Do you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Can't think of any, but yeah, I
Me
do.
neither.
No, like Meet Joe Black.
Oh yeah,
that was a really good movie.
That was good. Is that the movie at the end where he gets hit? Or was that in the beginning when he got hit?
That was in the beginning.
It was in the beginning
because he took that guy's body.
Oh yeah. That's what it was.
I like dramas. Yeah, I mean, if you looked at my movies, it's not heavy towards one genre, I don't think. I mean,
no, it's definitely diverse,
but there's not a lot of like Psycho. Is it Psycho? No. What's the one with it's always the meme where he's like,
wait, who?
I don't know. You just asked the name. I can't think of it. Who played Batman? You're Batman.
Oh, Christian Bale.
Yeah. What did he?
Oh, you're talking about
American Psycho.
American Psycho. Yeah.
Did
you like that movie?
Yeah. No, it was really good.
Yeah, that was a good flick.
But I mean, if they're done well, I mean, it was kind of gory, but if they're done well, and the show Dexter, I watched Dexter a ton.
Yeah, Dexter was really good.
But yeah, if it's done right, but
James might like The Strangers. I don't know. Oh, she's saying the basic premise of it. He's kept in a room for 15 years, and when they let him out, he has to figure out why he was kept in a room for 15 years. Oh. He meets a girl and gets a little wild. It has quite the ending.
No donkey punch.
No donkey punch.
All right.
You sound like you're kind of interested in this donkey punch thing. Okay. But yeah, it's a real thing. So yeah, you'll probably never take part in it. I don't think I would ever take part in it.
Donkey punch?
Right.
Probably not. I don't even know what it is.
You want to know what donkey punch is?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I do not.
Okay. We'll leave a cliffhanger and you guys can go figure it out on your own.
Yeah, probably bad if you go search it. So
right.
Don't go
the FBI could be freaking knocking at your door.
Yeah, so right.
Let's just forget donkey punch.
Yeah, let's forget about it.
Right. All right.
Okay, well.
We went for a minute. So yes, I'm curious to see what James thinks of the movie Old Boy. It's on Paramount if anyone wants to watch. I think it's on Hulu too.
Okay.
But it got a high score. It's a pretty famous movie, but it's subtitles. I know a lot of people are turned off to subtitles.
I really don't look at the scores. I don't think scores matter.
I wonder if
people rate movies bad that I think are great. So
yeah,
and movies that I think are bad, people rate that they're great. So I think it's all down to the individual and what you can handle, what you like.
I'd like to see how many movies got a super high score that you dislike. There's probably some out there. If he donkey punched my sister, he might have a bad day. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, that just gave me the heebie-jeebies. Okay.
Yeah, Dave, we're not going to talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah,
so,
we're done with donkey punch.
Yeah, we're no donkey punches.
Nope, none of that. All right. All right, everyone have a fun Memorial Day.
Yes.
Doing whatever it is you're doing. What do you guys usually cook? Just burgers and hot dogs?
That's all we're going to cook. I'm making a cool potato salad.
A cool, like
pretty
sweet,
sweet.
or is it cold?
Well, most potato salad's cold. But
Okay, I didn't know.
except German potato salad.
Right,
That's warm.
right.
I've made that.
Yeah, I like that.
No, this is just going to be like red potatoes, bacon, green onions, mayonnaise, eggs.
Right. Well, that sounds tasty.
Thanks, Dave. Now I'm going to have to look it up. Dave's going to beat me up over it. I got to figure out what it is now.
You're not. I guarantee in a million years you'd never do it.
Probably not.
Rightfully so. I don't think any guys.
You can
do.
tell me after the show because I don't really want to look it up.
All right. Suppose it actually works too. I'll just leave it with that cliffhanger.
Oh, gosh.
All right.
Yeah.
Everyone have fun Memorial Day weekend where we're celebrating people in the military who passed.
Yes, the fallen
Right.
soldiers.
All right. And we have off work, which is why it's a great holiday.
I know. That's what everybody's like, hey, we got off work. Who said?
Right.
Oh, wait, that's just another. That's it.
Some people meeting. Oh, what's their name? Yeah, yacht. Yep, that's it. Yeah, they don't tell what donkey punch is on. Everyone's interested in donkey punch.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, thanks, Luke.
Huh.
He just added donkey punch and just took off.
Thanks, Luke.
Thanks
for the stars, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for the stars and and the horrible act.
Gosh.
All right.
Okay.
We'll see everyone next week. Be safe. Don't get pulled over. Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive. You won't get pulled over.
Right. Don't drink and you won't get in trouble.
Drunk. You won't get drunk.
Right.
So don't do any of that either.
There it is. All right. Everyone be safe.
All right. Peace.
Yes. Goodbye. Stupid freaking thing froze up.